to hold on to God. I also want to thank God for...
Right to the point, your name and what God has done, ma'am.
Good evening, Koinonia. My name is Meekness Idemachuku Ifangi, and I'm here to return all the glory to God. This year, my family and myself, we really went through a lot of sickness. It was from one sickness to another, back to back. But then I really thank God for the gift of men in the house. One of the days I was admitted for 4 days, and they were administering drugs to me. Instead of getting better, it was like I was losing my life. I reached out to our HOD, Dr. Sanmi, and he prayed for me, and that was it. I felt better. Now, my next testimony is actually a covenant I had with God. I said, no matter what, I am going to stand here and testify, whether the outcome is good or bad. I've been trusting God for an admission for 7 years now. In my family, I was the only one who wrote WAEC 3 times. I wrote JAMB multiple times. I lost count. And then I lost interest in school. I said, okay, let me just face the little business I had. And then during SOM last year, I picked up interest in education. And then sometime this year, I saw an advert of a school online, and I decided to apply. I was fearful at first because other schools I had applied to, they will not even get back to me. So I decided to apply, and it was really a rigorous application because I applied on scholarship. And one of the documents they required was receipt for school payment, and then our transcript, SS1 to SS3. And I'd left school 7 years ago. Where was I to get all these documents? But then I went to where we store books, and I began to search. When the books were, I think, close to 3, I found my transcripts, and I found my the receipt for school payment. That was how I completed my application. Now, after application, it takes 2 to 1 month for the school to reply to you for you to know the your admission status. But then after my application, it took 3 days. On the 3rd day, I got an email from the school telling me that I had been admitted. Now, I remember I applied on scholarship. I did not get a scholarship. I did not get a grant. And I had been trusting God for that. I kept praying. I kept trusting God, reaching out to several ministers, and they assured me that God was going to do it. And I trusted God for it. And just this morning, I woke up. The deadline for payment of the tuition is on 15th, which is on Sunday. So this morning, I woke up and I realized that we've been given additional 1 week grace for you to make payment. Although I've not received any sponsor, I've not received any scholarship, I still believe God, I still trust God, because this is a covenant I have with Him that whether I receive a scholarship or not, I'm going to stand here and testify for the fact that He gave me an admission even under 3 days. He can complete what He has started. I'm just here to return all glory to God. Thank you.
Can we join our sister and celebrate the faithfulness of God? Koinonia, is this how we celebrate Jesus for these testimonies we've heard tonight? God is true to His word. Don't allow the devil tell you it is too late. Help me look to your neighbor and say, even now. Even now. It doesn't matter what it is. The power of God is limitless. Can we just bow our heads and thank the Lord for every single testimony we have heard? God is true to His word. He keeps